Hi, guys.
Hey guys, so we realized that while Eli was editing the episode, that Keith doesn't show up during the solo shots. He does show up during the screen share. So we hope you all enjoy the episode um, that we put together for Wrath. Eli is a fan of band-aids. There's nothing wrong with his face. He just wanted a band-aid on his face. So everybody enjoy and let us know what you think. What's up, everybody?
Nothing much. Looks like the gang's all together.
The gang is here. All right. Has everybody got their picks?
Sure
Heck
do.
yeah.
All right. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Welcome to this week's episode of Hexproof from Ward. We are on part 6 of our 7 Deadly Sins deck build kind of series that we're doing here. And this one's going to be fun. This one is Wrath. So it's going to be a little different than the ones we've done before. Not too much different, but it'll be fun. And we do have some suggestions. So,
Perfect.
Keith, Wrath, what do you think of? I mean, it should be kind of self-explanatory, but what comes to mind when you're thinking about Wrath?
Well, as far as magic goes, I was thinking, stuff that's gonna hurt everyone like symmetrically. So, everyone gets a kick in the shin.
Like hurt people, hurt people.
Yeah, exactly.
What about you, Josh? What do you think of?
So my brain goes a few places with this. I hear Wrath, and I think of course, like Wrath of God, the classic board wipe. So board wipes might be kind of similar vein in what Keith was mentioning. Also, just sheer angry cards. My brain, like visually, I might be seeing red or like the color red in general. So there's a few places the mind can definitely go with a deck like this or building around Wrath. So I'm curious to see what direction Sam would have interpreted this as.
Yeah, Sam, what do you have, buddy?
Just outright destruction
Destruction.
of and indiscriminate too, just blatant
Everything's
blind eye.
gone.
Just I want to like say, hey, there's a bunch of mountains over there. Okay, I want to remove all those mountains. I don't care what's in front of me, gone, everything.
Yeah.
Some
Nobody's having
exterminating.
fun.
Nobody's
Scorched
doing anything.
Scorched Earth isn't enough because there's still Earth left.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want to go to the point that it needs to be antimatter.
nothing matters. Everything's made up and nothing matters.
Four board wipes later, everyone's just a nihilist.
Everyone just gives up and leaves. And then and Sam's like, "Okay, everybody ready to play a different game?"
As they're kicking me out of their house.
Yeah. So when I think of Wrath, I think it's just kind of the same thing, attacking every single turn, nobody gets any rest, and then also making everybody else attack too. And it's just like nonstop, everybody punching each other in the face until someone is victorious. So, with that being said, let's kind of go into our audience suggestions. So we have from Mountain Ram 727 for Wrath, Indoraptor, the perfect hybrid, themed around damaging everyone and everything to trigger your own enrage abilities. So that one's pretty cool. Um, I've never used that before. Have anybody has anybody else here used him before?
My nephew.
Okay.
That
Okay.
was a little bit of a contender for me. I found the enrage ability, and that almost worked. Most enrage cards are like red and green dinosaurs.
Okay. And then we've got from local cryptid 0405 Omnoth Locus of Rage. Seems like a good choice for Wrath. So that's that's a good choice. I always like just kind of going for kind of reading the name and going exactly for what we're going for. And then William Weldon 3292 says, I've got a suggestion for Wrath slash Rage. Marisi, Breaker of the Coil. Their ability is your opponent can't cast spells during combat. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, goad each uh, creature that player controls. I see this as the player's creatures entering as uncontrollable rage when the player takes damage. Building this deck with flyers or spells like Mage Slayer to get small amounts of damage on players would lead to an uncontrollable onslaught between all players. That
Dang.
sounds
All
like a lot of fun.
right.
Uh, hell yeah, brother.
So let's go Sam. Sam, who's your choice and why?
The perfect well, I would say monstrous baby child of Alara.
Okay.
Yeah.
As teased in the previous episode,
Yes,
Yeah.
it is a baby that if you kill that baby takes everything with it.
the
Okay.
tantrum of all tantrums.
Yes.
All right.
And it's Wooburg, so
Yeah. Uh, Keith, who you got?
Yes. So Josh, do you have the wrath definition you want to pop off real quick?
Oh yeah, for sure. Have that on deck. According to the Oxford Dictionary, wrath is extreme anger, and that's the number one definition.
Okay. All right. Well, I picked the Lord of Pain. And
Ooh,
so from what I read, another sort of synonym just goes on with the definition. It's like uncontrolled anger, rage, or hatred. And for this, the sort of uncontrolled part is whenever a player casts their first spell each turn, choose another target player. The Lord of Pain deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to the chosen player. So that's where everyone gets kicked in the shin. And it also has your opponents can't gain life. So there's a little bit of like player hate going on right there. So
nice.
I think it's a good
Nice.
fit.
Heck
All
yeah.
right, Josh, who you got?
Okay, so I just want to say a close second that I did not go with was a Chroma Angel of Wrath. That was I was thinking about it, but then I was thinking about how would we build the deck, and I decided to drop her and choose a different angel, and I went with Archangel Avacyn, and this is the two-sided one. Came was reprinted in Innistrad Remasters as well. Has Flash, Flying, Vigilance. When Archangel Avacyn enters, creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. When a non-angel creature you control dies, transform Archangel Avacyn at the beginning of the next end step. When she flips, she does 3 damage to each other creature and each opponent. So just kind of being a little bit of her own mini wrath on the other side of that. But also, I was picturing building the deck with you blink her, all your stuff's indestructible, then you cast your wrath, you blow up the board, and your stuff is fine. And then having access to red, you have access to some uh, copy effects and stuff like that. So I figure you might do something silly goofy with it. So that's the direction I would take it. And also in
Nice.
the story,
Cool.
she murders all the humans.
Oh, well then perfect. Uh, she that card's in the Flips Commander deck, right? That they made for Secret Lair drop.
Yeah, I
surely
think
I'm pretty
that's what I'm
sure.
seeing right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so my choice is a fun little guy. It's a legendary creature, Orc Warrior, Zergo Helm Smasher. So for 2 red, a white, and a black, you've got haste. Zergo Helm Smasher attacks each combat if able. Zergo Helm Smasher has indestructible as long as it's your turn. And whenever a creature dealt damage by Zergo Helm Smasher this turn dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Zergo. So fun little guy.
Nice.
Nice. And he's only 35 cents. So get out there, get yourself a Zergo, and enrage the entire board. All right. Let's get to the wheel. And like we said, we're going to be a little different this time. Um, this wheel is going to kind of spin. And then if it
What?
lands on a name, that name is destroyed. We're going
So
all
so
wrath.
last card standing.
Last card standing. So here we go. Round 1. Who's gone?
Well, if anything is history, it's going to be mine. Oh, no, never mind.
Oh,
Ooh,
Ah, Marisi, sorry.
dang.
we have a winner, but actually it's a loser. Remove. Here we go.
Nice try.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm not.
Aw.
Oh man.
Man, for the
Picking
poor
all the
audience.
Yeah.
audience.
Removed.
Omnoth, locus of finding work elsewhere.
Locus of bye-byes. Uh-oh. Oh my
Uh-oh,
gosh. Okay.
man.
All right. Well,
The
I'm gone.
first time Nathan's
Remove.
commander selected, and it's for an elimination episode. Hate to
Ooh.
see it.
Gosh. It's Sam's gonna win. Bye,
Oh
Josh.
no,
Well,
Archangel Avacyn, not like this.
Removed.
James' odds are looking better and better.
Oh my gosh.
As are mine at the
Uh-oh.
moment, I guess.
Nope.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Finally,
Uh-oh.
there is a new
Oh,
leader.
Bye,
all right.
Sam.
I don't know if we wanted to destroy Child of Alara, but we did anyway. Oh, and there's only two. It is down to Lord of Pain and
Heath wins.
the Raptor.
Wow.
Oh. There we go.
Indoraptor Perfect Hybrid.
Lord of Pain.
Only
Oh
the
wait,
Lord
no,
of
yeah,
Pain
it's the other way around.
remains.
Yeah, Lord of Pain wins. Indoraptor is eliminated.
Cool.
Indoraptor, more like
I got a
Exo to the
dub
left.
finally.
All right. I'm
That
gonna
what it gets
start.
for trying to come into a different era.
Yeah. All right.
Hate
Let's
a
go
life
ahead.
gain.
What would you like to name this deck, Keith?
Oh God.
Has to have Wrath in it.
I mean, I'll take any suggestions.
Nope, this is your deck.
Yep,
Uh,
it's all on you.
I'm not that creative. All wrathed up and nowhere to go.
Uh,
I'm not sure about the second part, but it's
uh,
something.
Oh,
uh,
no place to go. Because it's like all
Sure.
dressed up and no place to go. Is that what you're going for?
Perf. Yeah, that works.
Heck yeah, brother.
But yeah, looking for, damage multipliers, like burning everyone at the same time,
Oh, we wanting to go
anything like that.
straight raffle?
I mean,
I,
we can do whatever
yeah, I
if you
think
think it works.
yeah, I think we still kind of want to generally lean into the themes of Lord of Pain.
Well, let's kick it off with
Ooh,
Furnace of Wrath. That's Rath.
perfect. Oh, yeah, I saved a
Boom.
card for if I got this too.
A
It
global damage, double damage.
it is Waltz of Rage. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each other creature until end of turn. Whenever a creature you control dies, exile top card of your library. You may play it until the end of your next turn.
Nice.
I'll see if I saved anything else if mine was picked.
I'm going to go ahead and add a mountain and a swamp for now.
What?
So we
Could there's a
got.
lot of good like spell slinger for Rakdos now.
Mhm.
Oh, how about a Rakdos charm? One of them is creature hate, so each creature deals 1 damage to its controller. Love to see it.
Nice.
Ooh,
Trying to think of the name. Hold, I just
while you
lost
think
it.
of that one, can I pick up a favorite card of mine?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
Varagoth, Blood Sky Sire. He is a very angry demon in Kaldheim. Boy, does he get to murdinating.
How do I spell his name there, Josh?
Varragoth. 2/3
Okay.
with Death's Touch and Boast for 1 and a black. Target player searches their library for a card, then shuffles their library and puts that card on top. So we have a tutor.
Perfect.
Oh, look at this. Tiffany, Bride of Chucky.
Oh, that's an altar. That's really
Yeah.
funny.
What?
Sorry, I'm not
That's
into
funny.
short guys. That's hilarious. What about can we throw a coal hauler swine in here?
Is that
Uh,
the land one?
yeah, I do like that because there's like the whole phrase about like if you hold on to hot coals, you'll hurt yourself more than the person you
Oh,
intend on throwing them at. So I could see that.
Yeah.
I've got two.
Okay.
We got Karn the Betrayer.
Okay.
That's It's KH. Um,
Oh,
It has like the little two dots on top. I can't remember the name of the two dots.
oh,
ooh.
that's a different Karn.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
basically anytime damage is dealt to him, he goes to somebody else. He and just keeps attacking indiscriminately. And
Yeah,
the
I
other
like
one
that
is
and like some redirection.
Karavek the Merciless.
Oh,
Okay.
that's basically what Enrage does, by the way.
And I think it's KAE.
I found it. I
Okay.
typed in the
I
merciless.
mean,
Yeah.
he pairs perfectly with the commander. So you're
Yeah.
getting multiple triggers off the one spell somebody's playing.
We need a couple more like smaller creatures because we got some big butts right now.
Um, I've got some draw hate, Razorkin Needlehead.
Okay.
That's cool. Cards from there.
Hmm.
Um, it's an enchantment, but it draws cards and also like draw hate. Spiteful Visions. Spite is tool of the wrathful, I guess.
Um,
Boom. It's in
you
there.
might not like this one, but Decree of Annihilation.
Is that a land one?
That's an everything.
Well,
No, yeah,
there we go.
it's everything. Exile
Remove all
everything.
artifacts, creatures, lands, graveyards, and hands from the game. Cut your hands off. Cycling. When you
If you
cycle
cycle,
Decree of Annihilation, destroy all lands.
Get out the paper
Ooh,
shredder.
another dork that I really like is Forsworn Paladin. Uh, y- uh, a favorite one drop. I mentioned her in the one drop episode. For 1 and a black, you
Uh,
can tap her, pay a life, create a treasure token, and then you can also pay 2 and a black. Target creature gets +2/+1 until end of turn. If treasure is used, it gains
Mm.
death touch. So it's a good little one drop. I use her in a ton of different decks.
Yeah,
yeah.
I could use some more little guys.
Uh, do
I'm looking.
do we want to do? Are we going to have a lot of instants and sorceries? Are we thinking, or
Josh,
yeah,
Josh, what's going on right now? We're in black red.
yeah.
Your favorite commander would fit perfectly in here. What's
Oh
going
my
on? What
goodness.
are you
Yeah.
doing? What are you
Kadur the
doing?
Doom Scourge.
How did we make it 14 cards deep without Kadur being brought up? Come on, man.
Uh, I don't know, man.
Kadur.
It's,
Uh-oh.
Oh, oh,
Car-
Doom
Carter
Scourge.
the
Yeah, how do
Doom
you spell that? I thought
Scourge.
you had it right.
K-A.
yeah, it's KADUR.
Does it have like a weird accent on it?
No, Kadur.
What is happening? Why
K
can't
Um,
Kadur. Kadur the Doom Scourge. Why aren't you populating?
If you
Kadur.
open up a Scryfall,
Oh, it's Kardur.
oh, Carter.
oh, Oh no. Huh.
Boom.
Well, he's
Yeah.
trying to search Doomscourge and it didn't show up.
Yeah.
I gotta do. Oh,
Chucky.
Chucky.
We
Since
got
we
the
have the
bride
Bride of
and
Chucky.
Chucky.
That's
Let
awesome.
me read Kadir.
Nope.
Okay.
Kadir, okay, it's Kadir. Kadir, whenever he enters the battlefield until your next turn, each creature your opponent control
Okay.
attacks each combat if able, and attack a player other than you if able. And then whenever an attacking creature dies, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. We won't be gaining that life, but they'll be losing that life, so that's perfectly good.
Okay.
What
And
about a Vial
Oh,
Smasher? Can we throw a Vial Smasher in here? Is everybody cool with that?
does that not do
ooh,
the exact same
which
thing that
one?
the commander does? Somewhat.
Yeah, I
There's a
mean,
couple.
so
There's one from Outlaws Thunder Junction too.
so whenever you cast your first spell, each turn choose an opponent at random. Vial Smasher the fierce deals damage equal to
Mm,
that spell's mana
okay.
value to
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
player.
That's good.
We could. I don't know what the other Vial Smasher does. I'm gonna add it real quick just so we can see what it does, and then
Yeah.
we can get rid of it. Whenever another outlaw enters the battlefield under your control, Vial Smasher, Gleeful Grenadier deals
Assassins.
1 damage to target opponent. Assassins, mercenaries, pirates,
Yeah.
rogues, and
We might have
warlocks.
a lot of assassins, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that's markedly worse.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um.
s-
Oh, you're good.
Is
uh,
Furnace of Wrath symmetrical, real quick?
It does everything.
Okay, how about another one where
Fire Emancipation.
everyone does it?
Oh, everyone.
I'll find one.
I don't know if there was that does double for everybody.
There's a triple one that has like Convoke that I use. I can't remember what it's called though.
City on Fire.
Yeah, I think so.
ooh, can we get a Master of Cruelties in here
Yep.
after that?
Master of Cruelties coming up.
Yeah, he's a demon with first strike and death touch. Uh, he can only attack alone, and then whenever he attacks a player and isn't blocked, that player's life total becomes one.
Should
Nice.
should we add a Blood Fartist to this deck?
Yeah, I could see that. That's always good. If we do that, we might as well also have a Sir Conrad the Grim.
That's filthy.
SYR.
Yeah, I know.
Sure.
Boom. Ooh, isn't there a Final Fantasy? Let's
Yeah, there
switch.
is.
Switch to the Final Fantasy. It's so nice. There we go. Bang, bang, bang. Massacre Girl.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
That's great. I love it. There's actually a few versions of her these days.
Yeah. Do we want to look at the other ones?
Uh, yeah, I think they both would do just fine, and also just Massacre is just kind of pretty solid to have. Also, if
Oh,
we are setting up Blood Artist like effects, we might as well throw in the Soren One-Winged Angel to. He's a very wrathful character.
which one's that one?
Oh man, what's the? Is it
Is it like a Sephiroth variant of a Soren card?
No, Sephiroth. Sorry,
Oh,
Sephiroth.
okay.
Thank you. I was Sephiroth
You
One
said
Winged
One
Angel.
Wing Angel, and I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I tried to make an in-universe Sephiroth. Uh,
Ooh.
yeah, so he can essentially give you a emblem that is a blood artist effect.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Do
And
Hmm.
and also if at any point like your uh commander dies and you blow up the board, I guess you can gain the life back or you can play around. If we have like some spot removal, we could at points remove our own commander and gain life back and then reinstate him and let the pain engine keep rolling.
do we want to do a Cataract Parasite? So whenever an opponent draws a card, if we control a red permanent, they take a damage.
Sure.
Hmm. Yeah, we've got a couple.
I don't know if we have enough wrathful. I think I know what we can add to make this extremely wrathful.
A blasphemous act.
A
No,
Mayhem
something
Devil,
worse. Worse
But
than that.
can we have a blasphemous act anyway?
a
Hell yeah.
Rampaging Ferocidon.
And for Blasphemous Act is a board wipe that costs one less for each creature on the field, and it does 13 damage to every creature.
The card I was talking about is World Slayer.
That's sort of
Oh,
cool.
heck
Cool.
yeah. You
One
want to
word.
educate the class on what that does, Sam?
If equipped creature deals combat damage to somebody, you board wipe.
Oh, that's nice.
Huh, nice.
Do we want a tectonic giant?
Maybe.
So whenever a tectonic giant attacks or becomes the target of a spell an opponent controls, choose one. Tectonic giant deals 3 damage to each opponent. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Choose one of them until the end of turn. You may play that card.
Yeah.
How
A
about
Mogus God of Slaughter would be perfect in this.
yes?
IGIS.
Mogus, God of Slaughter. Look at
Oh
him.
yeah,
He's a little
God of
cow guy.
God of Slaughter.
how about No Mercy, an enchantment that whenever a creature deals damage to you, destroy it.
Yeah. No Mercy is one of my favorite cards of all time.
Mm.
And Mark
This art
Teaton,
looks cool.
his art is wonderful. It's
No
one of
Mercy.
my favorite cards ever.
It has not been reprinted often.
Ooh, how
No.
about Anger?
Hmm.
Why
Uh,
don't you settle down? Settle. No,
mm,
just kidding.
I'm
Oh,
I want to give haste from the graveyard, and I'll make a fit about it.
Ooh, we could do sadistic shell game. Starting with the next opponent in turn order, each player chooses a creature you don't control. Destroy the chosen creatures.
that's pretty cool.
Heck yeah.
I have a couple.
Okay.
Black market connections for some card draw and ramp.
Okay.
And then since we're dealing with sins here, how about Descent into Avernus? At the beginning of your upkeep, put 2 descent counters on descent on into Avernus. Then each player creates X treasure tokens, and Descent in Avernus deals X damage. Each player X is number of descent counters on descent in
Nice.
Avernus. And that's like what D&D's hell, basically.
Yes.
Do we want a decree of pain?
I just saw that, I think. What's that do?
Let's get it on here and then I'll read it.
Destroy all creatures, I think.
Oh,
Go up 2. Go up 2.
where did it go? Oh, there it is. Jeez. Destroy all creatures. They can't be regenerated. Draw a card for each creature destroyed this way.
Oh, I
When
like
you
that.
cycle Decree of Pain, all creatures get
Yes.
-2/-2 until end of turn.
More draw.
Um. Wrathful. Give me a second.
Mm,
So I think while you think of that, let's get some of the boring cards out of there. Like let's get a Rakdos Signet, a Command Tower, and a Soul Ring on the board. Just some
okay.
get some rocks. Make sure we can our pain engine has batteries.
You said Rakdos Signet, Command Tower, and what was the other one?
Command Tower.
I Rakdos Signet, Command Tower. What was the other one?
Oh, sorry, Soul Ring. Sorry. And
Sorry.
Command Nathan, I said Command Tower.
Oh, do we
Do you
want
have
like?
corn in your ears, boy?
Do we want a like a basilisk color or um?
I kind of feel like we need a way to give him indus our commander indestructible if we're gonna be wiping the board.
Mithril coat. Then that's automatic.
Okay.
Because it has flash and it has an indestructible and it gives a creature indestructible. It's great. How about Bearer of the Heavens?
Bear of the Heavens.
If it dies at the beginning of the next step, destroy everything.
Nice.
Hmm.
What about a
And
seance board?
yep.
I've got some draw stuff.
Okay.
Risky shortcut, draw 2 cards. Each player loses 2 life.
Okay.
And grab the prize, additional cost, discard, and then draw 2 cards. And it can also ping.
Okay.
And how about Thrill of Possibility? Discard as an additional cost, draw 2 cards.
Do we want the Mask of Gizelbrand?
I
You
was
know
kind of
it.
thinking of that.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's
Um,
all Chaos Warp.
Also Unexpected Windfall, another draw.
Unexpected Fangs?
And
What is Unexpected Fangs?
Ooh. Uh,
That you give like a life link counter to target creature.
Oh, okay.
I have a something that's really gross and everyone will hate and be disgusted by.
I might love it.
A used Kleenex?
That and mana barbs.
ooh,
Filthy.
Ooh.
yeah, we could put all those dirty cards in here if we
Yuck.
Okay,
wanted to.
so mana barbs. Whenever a player taps a land for mana, it deals mana barbs deals 1 damage to that player.
Wow.
Do we want to be extra filthy?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna throw a combo out. You guys can deliberate if you want to do it or not.
Okay.
Bring up Demonic Pact.
Okay. Got it.
In that sense that you've went through 3 turns with it, you're about to have you have to no 2 turns. And you're no it's 3, and you have to pick that next one. You lose the game, and you cast Harmless Offering,
Doop, 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 doop.
and in turn you give that enchantment to somebody. So on their turn, they have to pick that last option.
Ooh. That could be fun.
Yeah, and then we have the Vargoth, so
It's
we
just a
can
little kitty.
yeah we have Vargoth, so we can tutor up those pieces too if we want to. There's also that Black Phyrexian who you also lose the game if you don't if he runs out of oil counters. Uh,
Yeah.
you can also us. I mean, oh man, I'm so sorry. I should have looked him up before I mentioned it, but
Cheap card. Hard to find.
Could we put Valgavoth in here or do we not want to do that?
Which which
okay, I
one?
found
There's
it.
two of them.
Uh, oh,
Terror
I found.
Eater.
So I found the other card that we could bad gifts away.
Uh-huh.
It is Archfiend of the Dross. And then I guess alternatively, we have some maybe board wipes that we could use him and just blow up the board before we have to eat our peas. So
I love peas.
Mhm.
You said something about tacking a lot.
Uh-huh.
What if we did Phyrexian Dragon Engine and the Mishra?
I mean, the Brothers
Uh,
War, there was a lot of anger and rage within that whole
and type in
chapter.
Mishra MIS. It's the one that melds with it. Um,
Mm,
Claimed by Gix, maybe?
let's see. It looks like it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then that would meld into Mishra Dragon Engine, Lost to Phyrexia, and it's just Chef's Kiss.
All right. Anything we should be looking for? I can maybe take a gander.
We want
Well,
lands.
we need mana producers. I don't even know
Uh,
how we missed past this. Embercleave, for obvious reasons too, if we have
Oh,
space.
Reaver Cleaver is another really good equipment.
Yeah, that one's good.
so then also whenever we
There we
uh
go.
are wanting to get through on combat, on the lanes, do we want to make sure we have like a rogue's passage or something like that? The make sure that we can make something unblockable.
And do you want to keep the commander alive as long as possible, or just like any creature at any given point?
No, we like
Um,
it when our creatures die.
no,
Yeah.
I'm saying like it depends on the type of board wipe. Offer immortality. 2 mana,
Okay.
and they'd
We
get
are
death
at
touch and indestructible.
we're at 51 without any lands right now.
That's potential 30 more lands. So,
Mm.
um, I'm looking here. Um, Shenanigans, Disrupt, Decorum. Fairly cheap. Go to all creatures that you don't control.
Okay.
Also, I don't feel like death should be enough to quell our rage. I think we should be able to rack it up so we can do it all over again. How do we feel about Rise of the Dark Realms and put all creature cards from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control?
Oh yeah, I love it.
That's pretty nice. Yeah, some big.
Ooh, there's a cool Final Fantasy art. Neat. You
How
can't
about
destroy everything. People will always have dreams.
how about Destructive Urge? Really leaning into the evil part of this.
Destructive.
Enchanted creature, whenever it deals damage to a player, that player sacrifices a land.
Nice.
Did you say something about a rogue's passage earlier?
Yeah.
Who are we trying to get through?
Anyone, if we have like
Oh,
Ember Cleave and a whole bunch of
oh, okay.
like we
Yeah.
have any combat stuff.
Yeah, rogue's
Ooh, would
passage.
we put a
That
Vorp?
works.
Should we put a Vorpal sword in there?
Uh, if we doesn't hurt,
Oh, it
yeah.
will hurt.
Oh, how about this? We can how do we feel about Revel in Riches? Whenever a
Uh,
creature an opponent control
Yeah,
dies, create
that's
a
good.
colorless treasure token. That can also kind of whenever blowing up boards and stuff all the time, might as well make some money off of it.
that's a good
There
choice.
aren't many crazy lands on the EDH rec page for this.
There's um
Do we should probably, man, it's up to you. Sword of the Animist, that would help us get lands if we're attacking all the time, that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially if we get a cheap creature out there that can just constantly attack every turn, then you're always tutoring for a basic land.
then again, let's if we want to fix our lanes a little bit, well, not fixing, but just powering our lanes. The Takanuma Abandoned Mire, it's the channel land from Kamigawa, Neon Dynasty. You discard it and mill 3 cards and return a creature or planeswalker from their graveyard to your hand. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each legendary creature you control.
Okay.
Um, do we want to put in Pyrohemia?
Yeah, that'd probably be a good one.
And then if we do
Isn't
that,
there,
do we want to do Pestilence as well?
is that the black version of the same thing?
Pyrohemia is the red, and then Pestilence, yeah, Pestilence came first.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got a good one.
How do we spell pestilence, Sam?
No, it's right there.
Pest.
It's down there on the list.
Haha. Okay. We are at
God.
64 with 5 lands right now.
All right,
So,
let's throw some lands in real quick.
yep.
Okay.
The Surveil land, obviously. Um, I'm
Is there
trying
a
to
command
think.
tower in there already? Yeah.
Can
Exotic Orchard.
nice.
Go ahead, Josh.
Uh, no, I need to switch over to lanes. I have one creature that I really want to add.
Bloodstained Mire.
What creature is it, Josh?
Massacre Worm.
Oh,
Boom.
Okay, how about Mount Doom?
Mount
It
Doom.
pings opponents and if you sacrifice it and a legendary artifact, you can choose up to two creatures and destroy every other creature.
Do the fires of Mount Doom do? When fires of
Mm.
Mount Doom enter the battlefield, it does 2 damage to target creature and opponent controls. Destroy all equipment attached to that creature. Then pay 2 and a red. Exile the top card of your library. You play that card this turn. When you play a card this way, fires of Mount Doom deals 2 damage to each player. Do we want to
Um,
keep that in or get rid of that?
It's a mini board wipe. Uh,
That's kind of cool. I mean, it removes a whole bunch of artifacts too, potentially.
we need a
yes.
blood crypt.
Okay.
Bull equipped.
Did
Blood
we say
Crypt. I don't even
Blaze?
know her.
Blazemeyer yet?
Blaze bar.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Raucous Theater.
Hold on.
Oh,
Blaze. Yeah, you had a Blazemeyer Verge. Yep.
Okay. What was it, Sam?
Raucous Theater. Raucous. That is the surveil land.
Okay.
Um,
Dragon Skull Summit. I'm sneaking that one in just because it looks cool.
Okay.
a Smoldering Marsh.
Oh, it's a different picture. The one from the new Tarkir looks really cool.
Uh,
And then if we need to, um, Foreboding Ruins.
yeah.
E Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse.
Not with when we're two color. I don't even, and we have a lot
I didn't
of,
think so.
yeah, no.
All right.
I think, uh, I think we can honestly, we have a 14 dual color lanes. I think if we round out the rest with basics, I think we should be pretty good.
Okay.
All right. We have decent creature removal.
No, but we've got room for it.
Is 32 lands enough?
For me, it is, but that's
Mm,
me.
I would say
I'm the
no.
odd man out.
Here, how about I have a good middle ground for us, okay? How about Kazul's Fury? It's a fling on one side. A fling is where you sacrifice a creature deals damage to its power to any target, and the other side is a tapped mountain.
Noise,
Uh,
noise.
How do
uh,
you spell Kazul?
Kaz.
KAZ. Oh, well,
There it
hey.
is.
Ooh. Okay.
Um,
So now we've got 35 lands.
Good.
so let's throw in a Terminate and a Bedevil. That way you have the obvious Rakdos destruction spells.
Okay. We're at 98.
I'm surprised nobody said Demonic Tutor. Gotta have a
Demonic
tutor.
Toots.
Tutor schmooter.
Okay.
And
How about an oldie but a good? Yeah, mortars.
What was your first word? You were breaking up.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Mizium.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, so you can do either sorcery speed, deal 4 damage to target creature you don't control, or you can overload it and do it to 4 damage to each creature you don't control. So it can be a one-sided board wipe.
That's perfect. And that brings us to 100.
Nice.
Are there any changes we want to make at all? I think this is a super solid deck the way it is,
Yeah.
but
So Keith, this was your brainchild. Anything that you're like, uh, you need to put the bow on this bad boy?
I'm
I think
gonna
it looks pretty solid.
I'm gonna
I'm trying to
change
think. I've been looking
Chucky out
over
because we can't.
cards for the
Let-
past couple
Yeah,
minutes
let's
and
change Chucky and then change his girlfriend too. I'm sorry fans. I don't of Chucky. I haven't seen it yet, so uh
You've
I
never
gotta
seen Chucky?
remember.
no. It would be
There we go.
Varagoth.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
also I'm a big
go.
Cowtime fan, so like having the Cowtime metal art on
Do we want to be
them.
silly?
No.
Look at the alternate version of Mogus.
Okay, one second.
You'll
Mogus.
hate
wrap it
it.
up,
Even
put a
I
bow
have
on it.
him. I have this version, and I know a lot of people hate it. It's the Comic Sans one, the Secret Layer drop,
Oh no.
Oh,
where
this
like
one.
every other layer, like letter is like uppercase than lowercase.
It's like that SpongeBob card.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we've got that. Suddenly Pasta. Salad steals the show from Kroger. Thanks for the shout out there, Kroger.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor at all. What bracket would you
Well,
say we were
I'd
in?
say
Uh,
this is at least a three.
yeah, we have
Yeah.
tutors and known combos. So yep.
Okay. All right. Any themes that we can think
Aggro,
of?
If we're doing it right,
aggression.
Okay.
yeah,
Well, that's not
groups.
aggression. That's nope. Never mind.
Nope, it's not aggression.
Um,
We have is group it's gonna be on down, but group slug when we get there.
Oh yeah, for
burn.
sure. Let it burn.
Burn. There it is. Casual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
salty casual.
It's got some combos.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got cycling. Death and taxes. Oh no, never mind. Nobody's paying anything.
No, everyone's paying. It's just
Well,
no.
not in a way that
In
everybody.
pain.
We've got some enchantments. We want to be specific
No,
about it.
no, not enough to for it to.
No.
It's not part of a synergy.
Well, you can do equipment because we've got
There's some
some
goad
art
for sure.
equipments that are very terrifying.
Okay.
Group hug. No, group slug.
There
Group
it
Yeah,
is.
slug.
there it is.
Hate bears a little bit. All
Oh,
the draw hate cards and no life gain.
Land
yep.
destruction.
I would say this.
Rakdos.
Rakdos
Yeah,
for
Rakdos.
sure.
It's got reanimators.
Okay. Spellslinger a little bit.
Yep.
Um,
Tokens?
Ta-da!
No,
Not
I
enough.
Heavy
don't
Not
I don't
armor.
think
enough.
no,
we made
not.
a lot of tokens. It is webcam friendly, and it just might make
Whee!
people sad. All right.
Hmm.
There we
Cool.
go. And then how would you describe this deck, Keith?
Oh, the cat just stared at me. Uh,
If you need help with it, I got something.
No pain, no gain.
Uh,
I
No
mean
pain,
that
no
fits.
life
That
gain.
anger that you feel when you stub your pinky toe,
or
personified.
I was gonna yeah, there's also like all salt like salty group slug or something like that. I don't know, like a salt and slug sort of combo. I don't
No,
the
we got
salty
something
slug
there.
the
Salt with a
salt
side of slugs.
yeah. Um
Or that feeling when trying to open up marzipan without it breaking.
Marzipan?
Yeah.
just like salt and group slugs for the table. An order of group slugs for the table.
Free rage room.
I actually really like that. Free rage room is fun.
All right. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Nice and concise.
Yeah.
Uh, was that our last one? Did we do
No, we
all?
No.
got one more.
No, we've got
Oh.
one more.
So I think it's going to be the more tricky one. I think
What's the last one?
sloth.
So man, yeah, I'm excited. I think
That's
we're really
where
gonna have to think about this.
Yeah.
that's where we just
Like
forget to make the episode. Just take a nap instead.
I think it would be
it
funny to make it a pillow fort deck
well, there's
just
that
because you're sleeping.
or hideaway or something like that. There's a few
Yeah.
different angles you can take a sloth. So it's not
The premise everybody's got to have a blanket wrapped around them.
Uh, we should have a pajama party for that episode. Everyone have their PJs and wrapped up in
That'd be funny.
blankies. Yeah.
Um, so how's everybody
Ooh,
feeling about Wrath?
I feel good. That was a good pick, Keith. That
yeah,
was
I think
that was fun to build around. I think having access to red and black let us make it extra painful.
yeah, there's some good synergy in there for sure.
Yeah, that one's gonna hurt. Yeah. Um, so did anybody have any fun facts or anything that's been going on this past week they want to talk about?
Uh, Magic wise,
Or just
been
life wise?
life.
Life-wise, the fact that Indiana's the first state to want to have tolls on all their interstates,
That's
I'd be
crazy.
That's
pretty wrathful.
Let's go.
that's
It's
we
awful.
entered this with salt.
Man, we hit so many toll roads going to New York. That was painful. And then uh on one of them, uh I won't say who was driving, it wasn't me. Uh but instead of stopping and getting the ticket that you're supposed to get, so you kind of when you make it to the next stop, you only pay a certain toll.
Yeah.
Didn't get the ticket and drove right through. And so when we got to the next booth, instead of paying the like $3 it was supposed to be, it was like almost $40
Ooh,
because you have to pay the entire ticket.
Womp womp.
yikes.
So that was cool.
Uh, Man, that's a just a stat. No one likes a toll stacks piece. That's just
No,
really.
it was
Uh,
rough.
that's a
Took a
that's a
took a
smother.
toll on the fun.
Yes, it's a smothering tithe, and if you don't pay the one, then you're paying the 40 later.
Yeah. Oh,
Or
yikes.
or the fact that we're so wrathful that there's turn signals on all these vehicles, yet 80% of people are not using them.
Mm,
No,
yeah.
that's
Well, you gotta look at the year that the car was made because half the time the cars were not they don't have turn signals put on
I think
them.
it's
I,
because they're out of blinker fluid, but
Facts.
Yeah.
only thing
uh,
I can think of.
Also, kind of pivoting back to Magic, has anyone been? I know we had Final Fantasy drop, we had some sets and different components. We had standard banning
Yeah, that was
happen
today.
where, yeah,
Yeah.
Corey Steel Cutter.
Yeah.
Can't run that these days. Uh, the monstrous roll.
Yeah,
And
monstrous rage.
Yeah, it was
yeah, monstrous
practically
rage.
like all red cards. And like the top two decks right now are like red aggro and then what, red prowess or red blue
You know
prowess or
what
whatever.
though? That Sonic the Hedgehog set looks awfully tempting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The
I'm
cards are
kind
pretty
of
cool.
excited about that.
yeah.
Um,
Have you guys are you scoping out any decks to build or have you started to work on anything?
I haven't. Yeah,
Um,
I wanna make a Final Fantasy deck. Um, just with a Final Fantasy commander. I just haven't had the time to
I
yet.
haven't played in
I
two
just
months. I'm in like in a rut.
yeah.
Let's get on spell table sometime. Just we gotta we can't have you being rusty. You're
yeah.
you're our encyclopedia.
Yeah.
But I have built a new deck, so
Ooh.
What do you
I've
have? Who'd you build?
I built Evereth, Vicary of Plunder. She is a vampire soldier for 2 and a black. Flying, sacrifice another creature or artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on her. If a treasure token was sacrificed, she gains lifelink. You can activate this only as a sorcery. And then whenever she dies, you pay one, and it's like the split between black and red.
Hmm.
When you do, she deals damage equal to her power to each opponent. So essentially, just kind of build her up and you wait around with a nuke on the board. So it's kind of a fun dynamic.
Yeah.
I gonna have it's cool just figuring out how many different types of quick ways to generate a bunch of artifacts. So you got like essentially blood money is the fastest way with like blood tokens and treasure tokens is how I built it. So definitely excited to run it against you guys.
That
Nice.
Foundations Jumpstart set had a lot of really cool commanders in there.
It really did.
They have like cool little anime art.
Yeah, this my inner weeb is appeased because of course this card does have the anime art, so yeah, you know.
You guys haven't seen my MK Ultra deck yet, have you?
No.
Mm-mm.
Do you know what MK Ultra was or
Uh,
was?
That's the
Here,
like
just
sleeper
educate the audience,
agent
Sam.
cells or whatever.
Yeah, it's like I don't know if it was during like World War II or something like that, but like sleeper cells and stuff like that. But I made Xantia. I have the secret layer version, but basically it's a when she enters, an opponent gains control of her, and she can't attack the owner. But then anybody can pay 3 mana. That whoever controls her loses 2 life, and then you get to draw a card. So
Hmm.
the whole deck's about giving stuff to people that they can't attack me,
Mm,
and they turn on
Nice.
each other. So it's quite fun.
Oh, do
Did
you
you
have the
put the
mono?
assault suit in there?
Yes,
Oh, and then I
Nice.
assume you also have the mono red guy from Assassin's Creed.
yes, Alexios Demos of Cosmos.
Yes,
A mouth.
Alexios
It's such a mouthful, but yeah,
Demos of Combos. Just like Latin
it's
Final
registered as
Sin.
a level power one deck. It functions like a power four.
Yeah. So yeah, the thing
Strong.
always talk to your play group. Be honest. Is like you can technically make a powerful deck within bracket one constraints, but if you're toe to toe with like most level 3 to 4 mid ranges, just say it.
Should
I went
probably say it. Yeah.
one game. I got Alexios out turn one, and yeah,
Ew, gross.
and
That's
then
vile.
nobody attacked me the entire game because I kept her.
That's brutal. I mean like I love to hear Kadur's name in the streets. That's my favorite demon who group
do you
slugs
have
everything.
doesn't Slicer do the same thing? Do you have Slicer in there?
No,
He's a really good what do you call it? Transformer. Does the same thing as the other ones, except has double strike and haste.
Do you have any basic lands in there?
No. I've been wanting to do like a crazy landfall deck.
Yeah.
I just want to throw like 40 lands in there and I want to be able to like get every land out in like one turn.
You should do a landfall tokens deck.
Yeah, it probably would end up being that
That'd
with
be
like
fun.
a skewed
Bristly
swarm or
Bill
something.
or there's the
Bristly Bill
is it
tokens.
is it Tristani at the mono green Tristani or something like that?
if
And
you have big creatures in that, you can do traverse the outworlds.
yes. Yep. And then that would help you get out all your lands all at once.
All your basic
Reverse the
lands, yeah.
Outlands.
Yeah,
Yes.
traverse. It's 5 manas. It's sorcery. Search your library for up to X basic lands, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. So when
That's
it's
the
like
There's
that.
one that's the one where I pumped Yargle and Multani to
Oh,
like
it's so
30
nasty.
or something like that and then
It's
got
funny
out
because
every
Mutani's
single
on the
yeah.
picture. Well, looks like
Yeah.
Multani.
There's this
That's
one crazy landfall card where it's like sacrifice X lands and then search your library for X lands.
Scape
Ooh,
shift.
Yeah, and then I have a whole bunch of like return from graveyard,
ooh,
all like all lands.
Life of the
ooh.
Yeah,
loam.
All right,
just
is it
want
gonna
to do.
be if you want? Sorry, so sorry to interrupt again.
No, it's fine.
But mono green, if you do Titania Nature's Force, where you can play Force
Mm,
from your graveyard, and then whenever Force you control enters, you create a 5/3 green elemental creature token. Then whenever
yeah, that's a good
elemental you
one.
control dies, you mill 3 cards. You pair that with a Eudora Grave Gardener. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, you may return it to the battlefield face down. It's under its con owner's control. It's a
Oh, makes
forest
me feel
land.
land.
So yeah, so then you
Yeah, those
just
are
like
nice.
yeah. So
You would want to run a Ren and 6 too, so you can every turn pull a land back from your graveyard.
and
Yeah,
you'd want
there's
to have
also
someone alter Ren and 6 to Ren and Stimpy. That way you have fun, but also Crucible of Worlds.
Oh, you gotta have a
there's
Crucible World.
what that one card that like turns all your creatures into lands. That's good for ramp, but it also helps you get around like Cyclonic Rift because now those are all lands and that's only for non-lands.
Oh
So
yeah.
there's
ooh,
some cool
that's
stuff like
spicy.
that.
Yeah,
Well,
are
I
we
hate to be
just
the
deck?
bearer of bad news. If those lands are creatures, they'll still get bounced
uh,
Yeah,
because even though they are lands, they are still creatures. So the creature part gets checked and still gets
it says
sent.
return target non-land permanent.
Oh, but you said it was a creature.
no, But if it's a land,
Oh,
it's a creature land, so it's still land in its identity.
It'd be a
So
land permanent.
yeah, so yeah, Keith is correct. It is
We're
safe.
just building 2 decks for Keith
Yeah,
tonight.
No,
yeah,
I
no,
think it's
yeah.
I'm just saying the deck is red green. I don't think I know who the commander is. But
Great.
yeah, red and green has probably the best landfall cards. So
Oh yeah.
don't know.
Well, uh, with that, does this episode resolve?
I think it resolves.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, we will see everyone next week. Let us know who you're thinking of for Sloth. Let us know in the comments. Send us a carrier pigeon. Um, tweet at us on Blue Sky. Just do all of the things. Send us an email. Send Keith a text. Snapchat Josh. Um, Go to Sam's house and put something in his mailbox. Just let us know who you're thinking for Sloth for our final episode. We want a whole bunch of names on the wheel. That way, when Sam wins again, he beat not only the three of us, but all of you guys as
Yeah.
well. And then I think we have an idea for what we're going to do after this. So we can't wait to let everybody know what we're going to do. And the other cool thing is Sloth will be our 20th episode. So 20 episodes in, we can't wait to see where we go from here. So
Is
Cool.
we want
Keith
to,
just disappeared.
if any for anybody who wants to put like suggestions for their picks, the idea of sloth is something that takes a lot of time. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Or
So
just sloths.
Or something that, doesn't work until it comes online. Or something doesn't like some has to be on the field for it to work or something like that.
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah. Also, just comment on the YouTube's like below is probably the best way for us to see it.
Or
And
Culver, let us know in the comments on Spotify.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, Spotify as well.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us. We can't wait to see you again.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Hexproof from Ward. If you like what you heard, you can continue to listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You can watch us on YouTube. You can also give us a follow on Instagram and Blue Sky. We'll see you next week.